Hello, welcome to WCUBM Hollywood, World Center of Broadcast Media. This is Food Talk. I'm your host, Yixian Cindy Liu. So take a second to think, what is your comfort food? What is that one food you really want to have when you're far away from home, or when you feel lonely, or you feel like you need some companies to really have this food with. And for me, living in the United States, hot pie is the comfort food for me, because it really helped me think about home, and I think comfort food really map who you are, and it really can tell where you're from and then what you've experienced. Think about, let's say, people you've dated, or people you had long-term relationship with, or the family members in your family. That really shapes what kind of food you really feel comfortable eating, or like. And then so today we're gonna talk about comfort food with my good friend Sammy, and also his smoked taco. You hungry? Good.
I'm the owner and chef of Sammy Smoked Tacos right here. He's a little vendor over here at OC Night Market. This is our first big event, actually. I've always really loved cooking. It's like the biggest passion in my life, and I always wanted to open a restaurant. Jenny over there, she threw the ideas like, why don't you do a night market, Sammy? And I was like, hell no, that's way too much work. She kept saying it. She's like, do a night market, do a night market. I was like, okay, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna do a night market. Barbecue was like always always a social thing in your backyard. You always hang out with friends, a couple drinks, and I was like, let's make it a real barbecue. Screw the burgers and cheese and hot dogs. Let's do a real barbecue. Let's smoke some brisket for 18 to 20 hours. Let's smoke some pulled pork for another 12 to 18 hours, and let's make this a real thing.
Hi, welcome back, and welcome Sammy to the studio.
Super glad to be here, super excited. My name's Sammy Tan. I'm the chef and owner of Sammy Smoked Tacos. We're just a little night market vendor. If you don't know what that is, there's an OC and 66 night market that happened in Orange County and the 66 area. So we're going to be talking about that, I guess, a little bit today.
Yeah. So yeah, Sammy and I met from Somerset Sea, and that's for those who don't know, it's a program it's a study abroad program. We study on the ship and travel around the world, where we met other people who have the interest and passion to travel. And so since we're talking about comfort food, and I think comfort food really, like the food we eat, it's really accumulation, right? It's a function of like your experiences. And when I'm traveling, I love some really snacks I've had when I was little, such as this poke right here. I had it when I was little, and so really Sammy and I really bonded over having sex over in our dorms together, and things like that. And so what do you think of your comfort food?
Well, my comfort food, definitely, if I had to picture anything, it's a hot bowl of rice with either stir fry or soup that my mom or dad made. It really brings me back home. So when I met Cindy, we bonded over, I had a bunch of Japanese Kit Kats because I had just came back from a study abroad program, going into another study abroad program, and I had a bunch of Kit Kats to remind me that I had just come back from there, and that I just really love Japan, so I was like, just couldn't let go. But when I met Cindy, I actually gave her and her roommates just a bunch of Kit Kats from Japan. She doesn't remember that sometimes, though, but whatever.
I do.
But no, yeah, my comfort food, it's whatever my parents made at home, so it varied. It usually was some type of stir fry or some type of salad or soup. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there might be some imbalance of elements from other cultures, but definitely you eat what you really feel like food have some meanings to you, especially from your childhood and everything. Like for me, my grandma used to cook this dish every single day. It's literally just like celery and pork stir fried, but every time I see celery, I always think of her, and it's part of my comfort food as well. So let's talk about your the taco and how you really started started this idea?
Got it. Well, so you guys probably saw in the video, but I used to start doing barbecues in my backyard. I still do them every year, especially for the people who help me out and all my close friends. So after a while, I ended up buying this like really cheap smoker, like $160, and I decided I wanted to smoke some meat. I wanted to see what real pulled pork and what real Texas brisket tasted like. And cooking in that smoker the first time was we made some pretty good trash. We made some really bad food, and after that I was kind of ashamed because even at that point in my life I knew I wanted to become some type of cook. I wanted to own my own restaurant. I wanted to be a chef and start cooking. And when I made that food I was really ashamed of myself. So I started studying new and different ways to make barbecue, and I found this YouTube video that, and I'm not going to say what video, but the brisket this man made just looked glorious. And I was like, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to sit in front of a fire for 18 hours and I'm going to make this brisket. And after a few tries, I think I was really successful, and then I ended up deciding, or at least one of my friends, Jenny, in the video, decided or told me that I should do a night market. And I was like, nah, that's way too much work, you know. But after a while, after trying to figure out what was the most lucrative, I decided to open up Sammy Smoked Tacos. So we're just a small pop-up vendor at the OC and 66 night markets. So we take that barbecue, that slow smoked barbecue, and we put it into tacos, sliders, and now this year we're introducing tamales. So I'm really excited to bring that forward. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I've had Sammy's smoked taco before, definitely. I had so much food. So much of the tacos. It was really good.
Sydney's plate, I swear, it was a tortilla, and then it was like, would you like a tortilla with that meat?
Yeah, but I definitely really liked the smoke flavor in that taco. And also, you're working on something else?
Yeah, the tamales. So we've been taste testing them for the last couple months, and they've been pretty miss actually for a while. I've been trying to incorporate our brisket into our tamales because to me briskets it's our signature dish. It's what takes the longest, it's the most expensive to cook, but it's also the most rewarding and the most delicious. However, this last weekend we actually just taste tested it with some pulled pork, and taking some of the drippings and incorporating it into the masa, which is the dough that's wrapped around the tamale. I thought that was a really, really good combination, and so we're super excited to bring that to the field this year. And it's only going to be there for a limited time though, because like I can only make so many tamales. Like it takes like 24 hours to make like a tamale. So
Oh, that's so exciting. So for those who are in Los Angeles areas, where can they find your tacos for the next event?
So I do catering events. So like you could check me up on Facebook or Instagram, Sammy Smoked Tacos. However, if you do want to go to the events, which I really recommend because you can get it nice and fresh, we're doing our first event is going to be next weekend. I believe that's May 19th to 21st, OC Night Market at the Costa Mesa Fairgrounds, or OC Fairgrounds, I should say. And we're also doing another one June 16th to 18th. Fun fact, June 16th is the day I walk from my university, so you should come support that too. And then another one August 25th to 27th. We're actually, since a lot of you viewers, I'm assuming, is in Los Angeles, we're finally debuting at the 626 Night Market, which is the original night market in Southern California, at least. And we're super excited because that's going to be at the Santa Anita Racetrack. That's a little bit closer to you guys. I don't know if you want to go over there because it's going to be packed. It's going to be packed. There's going to be 60 to 85,000 people for all three events, or all 3 days. So each event is 3 days long, from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Some days till 1 a.m. So I definitely would recommend come checking it out. Get some of our tacos, let us know who you are, and then you can try even more food around because there's going to be hundreds of vendors selling all different kinds of things.
That's super exciting. Yeah, if you haven't really heard of Sammy's taco, you can check out his Instagram account and see all the awesome pictures of the taco, and then see like the reviews and everything. Definitely. Yeah, as our time is getting close to the end, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to the studio. It really means a lot, especially you're like one of my really good friends, and get to like be in our interviews.
Absolutely. Like, I'm super happy that I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm just super happy you invited me. This is just a nice way to spend time with one of my best friends. So
Yeah, thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming. Yeah, and also, since this is my last day at the studio, I just want to say thank you to Bruce and Julia and Marvin for everything, and also like everything I've learned here and the experience and everything. And really, thank you guys so much. And so this is Food Talk, and I'm your host Cindy Yixian Liu. Thank you for watching.